Hello and welcome to GOA365 News Now. I am Manish Parab and these are the headlines. Goa demands Rs 37,000 crore from 16th Finance Commission to boost tourism, health, agriculture and disaster management. Goa tourism faces setbacks as neglect of beaches and lack of strategy hinder growth. And now for the news in detail. The state has formally presented a demand of Rs 37,000 crore to the delegation of the 16th Finance Commission, which is currently visiting the state. Following a meeting with the commission members, Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant highlighted that the funds are primarily intended for enhancing the state's tourism, health, agriculture and disaster management sectors.
The 16th Finance Commission, led by Dr. Arvind Panagaria as its chairman, was constituted on December 31, 2023. The commission is tasked with making recommendations on crucial financial matters, including the allocation of net tax proceeds between the union and states, grants in aid, and resources for local bodies such as panchayats and municipalities. It is also authorized to review funding arrangements for disaster management initiatives and provide recommendations for necessary adjustments.
आज 16 फाइनेंस कमीशन का डेलीगेशंस यहाँ पे आया है, उनके साथ में हमारा डिस्कशन हुआ। गोवा के पूरे कैबिनेट और ऑफिसर्स इन्होंने मिलकर अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 3,600 करोड़ रुपीज़ का डिमांड उनके सामने रखा है, स्पेशली फॉर द टूरिज्म, हेल्थ सेक्टर, फॉर द एग्रीकल्चर, WRD और द डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट। इन डिटेल में डिस्कशन और डिटेल में मेमोरेंडम वी हैव सबमिटेड फॉर द फाइनेंस कमीशन, सो दैट विल हैपन।
In its discussions, the Goa government has also sought an increase in its share of the divisible tax pool, asking for an increase from the current 0.36% to 1% and requested a broader share from the 41% recommended by the 15th Finance Commission.
What Goa is suggesting is reduced the income distance weight from 45 to 30%. So that is a 15% change, of which Goa has given 12.5% to SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, and another remaining 2.5% to tax and fiscal effort. That is the main difference that the government of Goa has suggested. According to the calculations that the state government has provided, this will raise Goa's share from 0.386% of the overall divisible pool under the 15th Commission to 1.76% of the divisible pool under the 16th Finance Commission. That's practically more than four-fold increase in the share of Goa. State government has asked for a state-specific grant, and that total sum of those projects, the proposed expenditures on those projects, there are about 13 different projects in different areas: tourism, education, health, information technology, climate change, waste management, etc. Total 32,706.45 crore rupees.
Tourism Minister Rohan Khaunte emphasized that the tourism sector, a key contributor to employment in Goa, requires substantial funding. Additionally, the government has put forward demands of Rs 3,000 crore for information technology and Rs 2,000 crore for tourism development.
We cater to almost 10 times the tourists who are utilizing our facilities. Pre-COVID and post-COVID changes every person who's traveling. ताजेर infrastructure spend वाटता. आमी आता मोडले जाल्यार ते income model सगळं तयार जाता फुडें. ताज्या खातीर capital spend करपाक आमकां support दिवचो. In terms of overall Goa as a creative capital we are talking about, knowledge up करूंक शकता. ताज्या खातीर support करचो. अशें IT आनी tourismaच्या माध्यमांतल्यान overall मागिल्लें आसा. Biggest challenge is creating new economic verticals and ensuring employment. Since everything cannot be employment through government, you need to create avenues of employment through infrastructure, new infrastructure build up. So ताज्या खातीर फायनान्स कमिशनान स्टँडर्ड पॉप्युलेशनांतल्यान भायर सोडून पॉप्युलेशन पळोवन डिसायड करप ताच्यापेक्षा बाबा हो आमी गोंय कशें आमी विकसीत करपाक सपोर्ट करूंक शकता इन टर्म्स ऑफ गिवींग इन टर्म्स ऑफ वेरियस फॉर्म्स आनी नवे वर्टिकल्स बिल्डअप करपाक शकता इन टर्म्स ऑफ इकॉनॉमी आनी इन टर्म्स ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट हाजेर भर घालो जाल्यारूच आमी खरें तर विकसीत जातले पर हायस्ट पर कॅपिटल इन्कम आनी हें पळोवन व्हरतना ताज्या वी हॅव टू लूक एट कॅपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर करून कॅपिटलाक आमकां तितलो हेल्प करूंक शकता आनी इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर कॅन इन्क्रीज वीच कॅन अलाव टू हॅव वॉट द न्यू टुरिस्ट वॉन्ट्स वॉट द न्यू पीपल वॉन्ट वॉट द गोवन्स वॉन्ट.
In a related discussion, Minister Babush Montserrat revealed that the state has requested financial aid for disaster management and waste management initiatives, with plans for better resource allocation. Furthermore, Minister Subhash Shirodko stated that a rupees 600 crore is being sought for the River Navigation Department, as the state boasts 90 kilometers of navigable waterways. An additional rupees 100 crore has been requested for the restoration of heritage sites, and funds have been proposed for the empowerment of persons with disabilities.
This year from your sector.
Chief Minister and other ministers basically have asked on behalf of the state. They have heard the demands of the state, and they said that they will consider this.
So तुमच्या सेक्टरात तुम्ही किती मागणार स्पेशल?
No, we see as far as they have asked as far as the disaster management is concerned and the waste management is concerned, funds for that.
Any sector like increase है वो कितना देगा?
Increase total around they have asked I think around 37,000 crore rupees. That's what we have. So on all around.
रिवर नॅव्हिगेशनाक आमी एक साधारण 600 crores मारले आसा. वी हॅव अ ह्यूज लेंथ ऑफ 90 kilometers navigable route to decongest the transport, and we are trying to use this. आणि तातूंत भितर आमकां टुरिजम करपाचें, वॉटर स्पोर्ट्स करपाचें, हाचे खातीर आमी हें केल्लें आसा. सो तातूंत भितर 600 crores आनी एम्पावरमेंट ऑफ पर्सन विथ डिसेबिलिटीज हाचे खातीर आमी पयशे मारिल्ले आसात. 800 स्कूल्स आनी बाकीच्यो गव्हर्मेंट बिल्डिंग्स आसा पळय न्ही त्यो आमकां एक्सेसिबल करपाक जाय, इन्क्लुसिविटी हाडपाक जाय, ताजे खातीर केल्लें आसा.
The 16th Finance Commission delegation is expected to review these requests and consider them in its final recommendations. Dylan Rodriguez, Manish Parab and Muzaf Sheikh for GOA 365.
We will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Tourism in Goa seems to be stuck in limbo, no clear strategy and little effort to address the underlying issues which are basically basic. Early 2024 saw a push for hinterland tourism, but the iconic beaches, a cornerstone of Goa's appeal, were largely neglected. Beach checks, once a major attraction for tourists, now report a drastic drop in visitors. Here's a closer look.
Goa's tourism sector has faced a turbulent ride since the COVID-19 pandemic. While there was a resurgence towards the pandemic's end, the following year saw a sharp decline in high-spending tourists, even though the numbers portrayed a rosy picture. This season too, stakeholders and the government are divided on the current state of tourism. A part of businesses, especially in the medium sector, report a significant drop, which the government refuses to see.
गोंयांत सध्या ट्युरिस्ट लोक खूब लेस जावन गेलो आहा आनी हिची कारणां एक जालेला की गोंयांत झगडीं जाता, मारपीट जाता आनी दुसरे आनी इन्सिडंट्स आसता. तितूर आमची इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर देंवलेलो आहा. सरकाराची आमची मागणी आहा इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर जो कितें कमी पडटा तो इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर मातसो डिवेलप करून हाडा. फॉरेन ट्युरिस्ट भरपूर लेस जावन गेलेले आसा. तो कित्याक लागून जाल्यार ते आमच्या सरकारान स्टडी करची पडटली. सो आय वेलकम द फॉरेन ट्युरिस्ट ऑल्सो टू कम टू गोवा. If at all there is any lacking in Goa, our humble request to our government of Goa, Department of Tourism, is to rectify whatever problems that are going on and invite the foreign tourists. The Goa government should also do something for foreign tourists to give them visa on arrival. I think so. This is in the pipeline, and the Goa government, along with the central government, will do something on this visa on arrival for all the tourists.
To make matters worse, several shacks hit the headlines for incidents involving assaults on the few tourists who did come, prompting an apology from the shack association.
As General Secretary of Shack Owners Welfare Society Goa, सगळ्या टुरिस्टां लागीं माफी मागता. हें जालां ना. आमी आमच्या मनशांक सगळ्यांक सांगलां आमच्या मेंबरांक की आमी हेचे फुडें केन्नाच करूंक वयचें ना.
Adding to the state's troubles is the growing online perception that Goa has become expensive and unwelcoming. While some claim this is exaggerated, certain allegations resonate with tourist experiences, ranging from police harassment on roads to restaurants charging sky-high prices for subpar food and service. Even hawkers, touts, and lack of good policing have contributed to this negative sentiment, a concern echoed by a coastal belt MLA.
That beach should be only for tourists, not for touts, not for those sellers. So that seller ha vichar. आणि तो नको पीआय बीच कितें करता तो कितें लायटी इकता कोण आनी कितें इकता धाकटुली भुरगीं गर्ल्स अंडर द एज ऑफ 13 आदी बीच पीआय सचिन आसलो पळय तेन्ना तांकां धरून आपणा घरान घालतालो म्हणजे टेक्स हेल्प फ्रॉम कलंगूट पुलीस स्टेशन पीआय एनजीओ एंड दे यूज्ड टू बी सेंडिंग देम टू आपणा घर. सो तेन्ना ती एक मेसेज पास जाल्ली द स्मॉल किड्स unattended kids cannot be on the beach to sell products. It is also dangerous. So हे जो तर आमी करीत आणि पुलीस जो तर ऍक्टिव्ह हितून काम करीत जाल्यार बिचार कोणूच आसचेना. म्हणजे ऑल दीस सेलर्स हू आर सेलिंग सम फ्रुट्स ते कितें तरी चुडा इकूंक लागले खंय कोण भेलपुरी म्हणून इकूंक लागले. सो अशें जावंक जायना. हे आमी I could have been writing to the CM on this matter that your beach police is not doing a job what they should be doing.
With this negative narrative gaining traction, questions are being raised about the role of government-backed influencers in shaping Goa's image. Taxpayer money is being spent on these promotions, but critics wonder if enough is being done to counteract the backlash. ESG Vice Chairperson Delilah Lobo was recently questioned on this very issue.
करपा लागला टुरिस्ट येनात म्हणून. क्रिसमस जालो, न्यू इयर जाले का तुम्ही कशे तरेन हे पळयता?
आय एम फ्रॉम कोस्टल बेल्ट. आमच्या ह्या क्रिसमस आणि न्यू इयर सीजन सगल्यो ऑक्युपन्सी फूल आसल्यो. ऑल द ट्युरिस्ट वर हियर. हे कितें नेगेटीव इन्फ्लुएन्सर्स हा दे आर आय थिंक पेड बाय सम एजंट्स टू सी दॅट the tourists from Goa goes elsewhere. I think the government of Goa has to take strict action against those influencers, find out who they are.
तुम्ही ESG चे वाइस चेअरमन आणि तुमच्याकडे एम्पॅनल्ड इन्फ्लुएन्सर्स असतात सो त्यांका वापरून तुम्ही यांका जाब देऊ शकता.
We will do that also. We will tell the influencers to see that give positive image about Goa.
While the perception of a tourism dip is widespread, it's not just about visitor numbers. New Year celebrations saw crowds flocking to Goa, but the real question is, what kind of tourists are visiting? The answer plays a significant role in determining whether the state's tourism sector is truly profitable or merely surviving.
50-50. See, गोंय टुरिजम ग्रेस्तूय येताय, गरीबूय येताय. गरीब येताय ते आपणांगे खुद गाड घेवन येताय. गाड घेवन येताय ते सुपर मार्केटीन वयताय आनी थिंगा बायलें जेवण हाडटाय. आणि बायले जेवण खाताय आणि बिचीचेर कचरो कोताय. मागीर दॅट कचरो इज काडपा पंचायत ना जाल्यार टुरिजम लागता. सो हांव टुरिजम कोण टुरिस्ट येताय तेका मागता वेन यू ईट डोंट थ्रो बॉटल्स, डोंट थ्रो दॅट गार्बेज ऑन द बीचीस.
Ditiksha Gaokar, Dylan Roderick, Subhashish Govekar and Vaishnavi Salgaonkar for GOA365.
We will take a short break. Stay with us. And lastly, for the weather, while the chilly mornings aren't going anywhere anytime soon, afternoons are likely to get hotter. This week will end with highs in the low 30s, but the new week will bring temperatures in the mid 30s. As we prepare for that, here's the detailed forecast for Friday.
After the routine chilly and foggy morning, we have a hot and fortunately not humid afternoon ahead of us on Friday. IMD has forecast a high temperature of 32 for the day. Citizens are advised to minimize time spent outdoors in the afternoon because the risk of heat exhaustion and dehydration are fairly high. Yes, even though humidity and temperatures are not as high as in the summer. This is because under clear skies, the direct sunshine will have a draining effect. In the evening, as things cool off, a light fog will return. Commuters are advised to plan travel routes carefully and stay aware of pockets of dense fog that could affect visibility. Low temperatures are expected to touch 21 degrees Celsius on Friday, but actual values may be slightly lower given how clear the skies are. Carry a light jacket if you're heading out because it might get chilly. IMD says weather to remain dry over next 5 days. Clear skies over the next 2 days. Maximum and minimum temperatures on Friday 32 degrees Celsius and 21 degrees C respectively. Commuters warned of foggy conditions on Friday morning and night. No warnings issued for boat owners near Goa coast. Bureau report, GOA365 with inputs from IMD.
With that, we have come to the end of this news bulletin, and for more news and updates, log on to our website www.goa365.tv. Follow us on Facebook and YouTube Goa365 TV. Take care, stay safe and keep watching Goa365.